YouTube, what it do, man? It's your boy Josh, back up in this thing with another one. We woke up this morning. It's another beautiful day. All praise to the Most High, man. Let's get it. Y'all, a trend that I see in most men, especially when I go out in public, especially when I see men out there with their girlfriends, I have noticed that a lot of men are very insecure and are not fully confident within themselves. Excuse me. And I've been there before. I understand where it comes from. And I'm going to tell you guys how you can overcome it. I'm tired of you guys being in relationships with your women or your woman or something, and you not being fully confident in yourself, or you are acting out of fear, thinking that your woman is going to find a better option, thinking that you are not the best option. You don't feel secure within your own relationship. Don't feel secure where you stand with this woman. Unsure that this woman truly is attracted to you or truly wants to be with you for you. You think that you got lucky. You don't think that you have her because you deserve her, but you have her because you got lucky. And you are so happy and you feel so good about yourself, but you did none of the work to get you there. You just lucked up. You know what I'm saying? And it leaves you in a position of feeling insecure, fearing that your woman is going to leave you one day, fearing that you having something so great in your life and then at the snap of a finger it's just going to be taken away from you. Or you just imagining the worst of the worst scenario where your woman just gets tired of you, gets tired of your BS, gets tired of you being insecure to the point where you push her away to a point where she ultimately disrespects you in the most imaginable way or most unimaginable way. But you guys imagine, or you guys know exactly what I'm talking about when I say that. And if you guys are thinking this way, I'm going to tell you guys how to overcome it, because I thought about this way also. And I definitely wanted to make a video about this is because I saw it pretty recently. There was this one weekend where I was out at this little dinner. It was a group of people. We were out this one evening. You know, I knew majority of the people, or about half the people, and the other half I didn't know. And I noticed this couple that I didn't know. And I noticed this man. And I started noticing his behaviors. And I started noticing that those behaviors were some of the same behaviors I was doing a few years ago. And I'm pretty sure some of the same behaviors y'all will be doing. And I don't want you guys to be doing these behaviors, because eventually the inevitable is going to happen. And I'm going to get into it later about what the inevitable is. But I don't want you guys to get to that point. So while we're out in this big group, about a dozen people, maybe even more, notice this couple. They've been sitting together most of the night. And I've noticed that this woman, his woman, wanted to converse with somebody maybe on the other end of the table or in the other part of the room. And I noticed when she got up and when she left, he would follow right behind her, or he would pay attention to her. Or that when he noticed that she was not giving him all her attention, or she was not there giving him the attention that he wanted, and noticed that somebody else was getting that attention, I instantly saw the envy in his face. I instantly saw that he became instantly jealous. Jealous, even though that this woman is his. This woman is with him. This woman showed up with him, and this woman was going to leave with him. But he still felt some sort of envy or fear that his woman was not going to be longer being with him. I noticed that anytime she was talking to somebody else, or she moved to the other part of the table or something, that he would follow right after, pull up a chair and sit right beside her, making sure that she's not getting attracted to anybody else, making sure that she's not catching feelings with anybody else, because he fears that would happen. He knows deep down inside that he is not worthy of this woman, because he feels like he got lucky with this woman. He feel like this woman all of a sudden lucked up on him while he did none of the work to deserve her. And now, since he's so happy and he's so deep in, he hasn't gotten the confidence that comes along with getting a woman of this caliber. Because I'm going to let you guys know, this woman is very beautiful. This woman was gorgeous, you know what I'm saying? And I could tell that when she was doing it, because she did it about 4 times, that the second time she started to notice and she realized, man, I can't get away from this dude. He's breathing down my neck. He won't let me breathe. And she knows deep down the reason why he's doing that. The reason why he's doing that is because she's saying, I have power over him. He is in such fear of losing me. He wants to make sure that I don't have the ability to not think that he's there or have the ability of thinking of a life without him. This man instantly thought that if my woman is away from me for 10 minutes, she will get the thought that being away from me is better than being with me. And so he's sitting in fear. He's sitting there at an event where we're supposed to be having fun, having a good time, socializing. He's over here wondering if his woman is going to leave him today because he did none of the work. And his woman is sensing that off of him, because each time that she moved, the third time that he did it and the fourth time he did it, you could tell her eyes were just rolling. And she said, well, let me just go back to where we were sitting at, because he's just annoying me and he's just not going to let me have a private conversation with either a man or a female. You know, she just is with a group of people who she hasn't socialized with mainly. She mainly has been by his side pretty much all week, and now she's in an environment where she wants to be respectful and be, you know what I'm saying, not saying that she doesn't want to be around her man or talk to her man, but she also wants to go out and talk to other people, hear other perspectives, you know what I'm saying. She came with them and she's gonna leave with them, so she's trying to use this time to, you know, catch up with her girlfriends or talking to their boyfriends and seeing how they're doing and everything, trying to enjoy the moment. But this man right here is ruining it for her, because he is fearful that she would like it better if she was not with him. And it's all because he was not fully confident in himself. He has not done any work to deserve this woman. You guys have to understand that when it comes to getting a bad chick, it's kind of like buying a nice car, a really nice car. And you want to know what you got to do before you get that nice car is that you got to work and obtain the revenue or obtain the resources or the assets for you to afford that brand new car. You know what I'm saying? If the car looks really, really nice, you know what I mean? You got to be able to build yourself up to that. You got to understand that the reason why you don't feel fully secure within yourself is because you didn't obtain the assets and you didn't put the work in for it. You didn't truly deserve it. And when you guys are acting insecure or you're acting in fear that she's going to walk away, she senses that. And eventually the inevitable will end up making her walk away. What will keep her by your side is if you are fully confident in who you are and understand that she can walk away, but she will not be able to replace you. That's where the confidence comes in. The confidence is allowing somebody to walk away, go without you, and understand that whatever you do or whoever you find after me is not going to be in competition with me. That is not going to compare to me. You guys notice there's a song called Harder for the Next by Moneybagg and Future, bro. And basically it's saying that I've shown this woman how confident I am, all the things I've worked for in my life, showed her a brand new standard of living, showed her a brand new standard of what love actually is and being with a man who's on top of his game and is on top of his purpose and is fully confident in understanding that there is no man out there that can easily replace him. And I want you guys to be that man. I want you guys to know that you can be that man. But I have to tell you though, it comes with you focusing on yourself and focusing on the things that you can control, not focusing on the things you can't control. Understanding that a woman is going to be with you one day, and then there may be a day where she decides to walk away. You have to be okay with that. You have to accept that. You have to let that be a realistic option and understand that I can live with that because I know she's not going to be able to replace me. Part of the reason why this man was feeling so insecure and so doubtful of his woman wanting to be with him is because he was easily replaceable. There was nothing he did. There was nothing he was doing to stand out. There was nothing he was doing that was making him extraordinary or that will make her proud to actually be with this man. There was nothing that stuck out. He was regular schmegular. You know what I'm saying? A woman wants to be with a man that is unique, that is an individual that stands out, that is not ordinary, because that brings her a certain status and brings her a certain pride, and her having a sense of achievement of actually being with you. The same way that this man is feeling about having a sense of achievement about being with this woman, the woman needs to feel that way about you. And it needs to feel that way based on how good or how much you improve your life, how much you have taken your life to the next level. Understanding that you don't live in the places that everybody else lives. You don't have the job that everybody else has. You don't have the body that everybody else has. You don't have the work ethic that everybody else has. Everything that you have and everything that you obtain is not ordinary, but it's extraordinary. It's above standard. It's not easily replaceable. It's scarce. And when there's something that is scarce, that's when people tend to fear losing it. That's when people tend to get anxious and worried and making sure that it's locked up and make sure that they check in every second to see if it's still there and making sure that nobody came over there and take it because it's scarce. The way that man was feeling about his woman, he was looking at that woman as if she was scarce, as if she wasn't easily replaceable, because he understands that he can probably never get a woman like that. Not with him being the version of that he is today, not being who he is today. Understanding that there are other men that have been working and grinding and have become a better option than him. And what he feared the most was that his woman was going to find that better option and leave him in the behind and not care a lick in the world, leaving him empty and not having anything to resort to or anything to make him feel better. I don't want that to be y'all. I've been there before. And it's a terrible place to be because you feel like you have no control over your mental health. You have no control over your feelings, and that all the control is in her hands. That if she decides to leave, you understand that your life will then collapse. That the only reason why your life is as good as it is, or the reason why you're happy, is all because of a woman being in your life. Not because you making yourself happy, not because you over here feeling the most confident about yourself, but because this woman is accepting you for who you are and loving you for who you are, and you fear because you know deep down inside your spidey senses is kicking in, your instinct. What every man has is instinct and an understanding or a sense or a sixth sense of knowing what's eventually about to happen, the inevitable. That's what's kicking in for him, and he understands that it's knocking on his door. And he thinks the answer is, let me go over here and make sure I'm watching her. Let me check her phone every night. Let me over here make sure she's not talking to this guy. Let me make sure that I know where she is. Because why? Because he fears that one day she will not be in his life. I don't want that to be y'all. And the best way to battle it is to gain the confidence to where you will be fine with that woman walking away and understanding that she'll come right back, all because she cannot find better. All because she feels like she got lucky with you. All because she fears that you will leave her one day. And because of that, she will never leave you. She will never disrespect you. She will never play games with you. She will never do something that'll make you feel uncomfortable or make you feel uncertain or make you feel anxious, all because you became irreplaceable, all because you stood out and you were willing to do what other men weren't willing to do. When you don't stand out, when you become ordinary, when you don't do the things to make yourself or make your woman proud to be with you, let alone make yourself proud, that's when you got nothing but an insecure mind to sit there and beat you up all day, every week, every month, every year, all the way until you decide to do something about it. The only way that you can battle the insecurity is not having your woman make you feel good or having her stop doing things this way or that way. But when you decide that you will be the source of your happiness, that you will improve and you will get better, and if a woman wants to leave you, you will be fine because you know that you can get another. You know that it's not the end all be all. And so I noted that behavior I saw earlier this month or last month, and I was like, man, I need to do a video on this because I know probably some of my subscribers, maybe even just one subscriber, has probably gone through this. And I'm here to tell you guys that you got to make a change. You got to wake up and decide, I want to improve because I'm tired of feeling this way. I'm tired of a woman having this power over me. I want to have control over my life, and I want people to stay in my life. I don't want to have to act out of scarcity or act out of fear of something walking away from me. I want to truly earn what I have in my life. So if this is you, I'm just letting you know you got work to do. You can make the change. You can do it. Or you can sit there and complain about it or say it's not right, and then continue to going through the same BS that you're going through right now, feeling the same way that you're feeling right now, arguing with her over the stuff that don't matter, over here acting scared that she's going to leave you. You can continue to do that every single day, by all means. But it's up to you. So if you guys need any sort of assistance or help or life advice, you guys can book a consultation with me. Link is down below in the description. If you guys want to follow me or hit me up, I'm very accessible through Instagram at gi.josh with 2 H's. And before you guys go, make sure you like and share the video. I'ma holla at y'all.